Above all else, the most important aspect of motocross is enjoyment, and there is nothing more enjoyable than the experience of riding a 125cc two-stroke. Are they fast? Not compared to any other full-size bike, and their technology basically came to a halt nearly 10 years ago with the Japanese manufacturers. But the fact remains, if you can make a 125 go fast, you can make any bike go fast. The days of factory stars making 125 scream are long gone. Sorry, Formatics, it's true. And only 2 out of the big 5 OEMs even make two-stroke machines anymore. But that has proven to be a blessing in disguise. Why? Craigslist. The online site has become a place where people can find just about anything they want. In the case of two-strokes, it is the place to find those hidden treasures. Mint-condition bikes that the owner either doesn't know the value of, or thrashed machines that can regain their former glory in the right hands. That's exactly how we found our little gem, a 2005 YZ125 at the fire sale price of $950. As one might imagine, any modern machine that's in the ballpark of $1,000 probably has some issues, but that's not always the case. We lucked out. Away from the typical scratches that come with any motocross bike, the only noticeable flaw was the previous owner's excessive use of air filter oil, enough that there was an inch of combined dirt and oil at the bottom of the airbox. Other issues that we encountered over the first few rides were a broken shift fork, a common occurrence with the 2005 model, and less than favorable performance out of a worn-out fork. Other than that, the bike was in decent condition, but the fact remains, it's a 2005 and it was time for an update. With the pause in two-stroke development, aftermarket companies and enthusiasts have taken on the task of keeping these aging bikes relevant in terms of performance and appearance. The bikes may not be rolling off of assembly lines too much anymore, but there are still plenty of parts and resources available to get the most out of your premix burning beast. To get our Yamaha up to modern standards, our first order of business was to have the 2005 motor rebuilt, and the go-to guy in that department is Jay Clark. Jay works with a bunch of different companies that offer modern two-stroke solutions, so it only made sense to take the YZ125 over to his shop.
Hey, we got our motor out of the frame, got our day laborers guy to pull this thing out quickly. You know, we picked them up over at Home Depot. But anyway, they're ready. They got this motor out, got the suspension off, we're gonna get that redone. So it's an 05, so we wanna make sure we go through this thing and make sure there's nothing that's gonna haunt us for a long time. So old bike can still run good, but you wanna make sure that it holds up a long time. So in this case, it's a good idea to go through and put a brand new crank, main bearings, and gaskets. Got some good gaskets from Cometic coming. We're gonna, Hot Rods makes a complete crankshaft, main bearing kit. We'll throw that in there and put a Vertex piston. We'll check the cylinder and see if it's oversized, if it's too big, if it's worn out. If it's worn out excessively, we'll have Millennium replate the cylinder. If it's okay, we'll just throw the piston in it and we're good to go. So we're gonna get this thing apart and see what we need to do to get this thing back on the track. We got a Hinson clutch basket. We'll throw that Hinson in there. That's just bulletproof parts. We get that in there as well.